Digital Single Market is a huge initiative to look at taking our single market, trading across 28 different countries, 500 million consumers, that single market we've had in goods and services for many years, making that fit for purpose in a digital age. So we're looking at where can we have common rules on digital content, consumer rights, issues like data protection online, your payment systems, do they work online, do the goods you order get delivered? Why is it important to the UK? It's important to the UK because we're the leaders. We have 1.3 million people working in digital companies. Digital innovation happening really, really fast. I meet companies large and small from the UK who want to be able to trade across Europe. We've got the largest e-commerce of £100 million worth of trades happening in e-commerce every year, and unlocking that for the UK so that they can trade across all of the 500 million consumers in Europe is great if we get it right. So we've got to make sure all this new initiative in Europe helps to underpin that digital growth, not undermine it.
And why this consultation that's been launched this week? Why is that important?
Okay, so we're looking at a huge number of different issues on different parts of the market. Just like in a traditional market, it's not one issue. But right now, this week, we've seen a new consultation on standards. So that's how do machines talk to each other, how do they communicate, on all sorts of standards. So we're looking at the standards in the cloud, setting the 5G standards for the next level of mobile communications, things like smart cities, how do systems interoperate? Interoperability is a big buzzword here. How do you make sure that your computers can talk to each other? E-health, that'll be things to do with personal data as well. In e-health, how can you access your records when you travel or when you move from one doctor's surgery to another doctor's surgery, for example. And I want to make sure that the great British brains who are already thinking about this are involved in the consultation, so that when we set a European standard, it works with our experience in Britain and in the other digitally advanced countries of Europe, like Estonia, like Latvia. They've been working on this as well, to make sure that we can learn from each other's lessons and have standards that work for all of us.
I wanted to ask about your own role in this. Now, you're the chairman of IMCO, the Internal Market Committee. Where do you fit into this? What's your role in this?
So the Internal Market Committee, which I chair, will be the committee that's sort of bringing together a huge amount of expertise. We'll have expert knowledge in, for example, copyright committees, for example, data protection. There will be civil liberties committees, there'll be employment issues, and all these other experts will be feeding in their own ideas. But my committee, which looks at the internal market, internal trade, and consumer protection, so consumer issues, how it affects you and me, Simon, we will be sort of bringing that all together into one cohesive document, working with colleagues who represent industry on the industry committee. I'll be bringing in the people side on the consumer committee. So this is a huge role for me to be helping share these ideas.